thank you for tuning in to Jump TV. This is part 2 of the SoCal Gaming Expo. This is the pickups video from the convention. So we hope you guys like it. Let's take a look. All right, well, here we are with the pickups from the SoCal Expo, but this is, I'm breaking tradition. I'm actually going first right now, just because I have a gift for you.
Oh, that's also breaking tradition. Usually I'm the gift bringer.
I know, so I recently have been collecting for a system, and now I'm getting you in on the system.
Ooh.
So this is the Galico Arcade 2 collection for the Evercade. It's still sealed. So, yeah.
Back, World Rally 2, Touch and Go.
I know you don't have the system yet, but now you have an excuse to get on board with the Evercade system.
No, I have to get it now.
See, but like there are a lot of cartridges with it though, with the red ones being the home consoles. These are the arcade ones, so the purple ones. There's only 10 of these, so like if you just wanted to do like the arcade, you could. So I wanted to give that to you because I needed someone else to talk about the Evercade with, so now I'm kind of forcing him to jump on the Evercade train.
Touch and Go is the best game. I don't know what it's about.
We'll have to check it out after we're done.
Touch and Go.
But yeah, so that's the first one. That wasn't with the convention, but I figured I wanted to give that to you.
Fun gift.
Yeah, so.
Right. So I guess let's start it. So I'll go first. So this was something...
Here, you go ahead. I'm going to grab you some agua.
Oh, yes, thank you. This is something I didn't necessarily buy, but I was given it at the convention. So I'm counting it. My good friend that met me there, he got me this little Foxy plush.
Nice.
So yeah, I think it's Rockstar Foxy from Pizza Simulator because he's got a little parrot. Well, yeah, so he got me this. He sits on my bed now. So yeah, I thought I'd bring him because technically I did get him at the convention. So there.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Little Foxy plush here.
Yeah, this first of all, this convention was really awesome. We've gone for
3 years now.
This is our third year, yeah?
Yeah, this would be our third year because the first year was the Sonic, which was I want to say that was like 2000. Let's see.
It was 2022, I believe. Was it 22? I think it was 22.
I think it was.
Was it 22?
We've gone to every year without fail.
So 22.
Because it was right after COVID. So when did the restrictions for COVID start lying down?
That was 22. It was 22
yeah,
because it was the beginning of the year in 22 because I remember I had just finished my student teaching because that was my first year actually teaching. So yeah, that was 22. And because last year was Final Fantasy in 2023, this year was like Tetris kind of thing.
Tetris, yeah. Because the first year was Sonic. So I still have the badge.
I'm gonna start off too with kind of something similar to that. I got a anime figure for Yo Asakura from my favorite anime, Shaman King. I was looking for this forever. I didn't see any at the convention, but we ended up going to a couple of stores afterwards, so I'm counting this as well. But he is my favorite character, so I'm going to be stoked because eventually I have a ton of manga now, so I'm putting all my manga. He's become one
of us.
I know. I've been putting all my manga onto a shelf, and then I'm going to put some of my figures like up on top of it and whatnot. So Yo Asakura, I was really stoked to get him.
Okay, let's see. This is another thing. I didn't technically get this at the convention. I got this at the comic shop we went to.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So this is Ben 10 Alien Force, the manga. This is Doom Dimension Volume 1. I didn't know it had a manga, so when I saw this, I had to.
How many issues does it have? This is one. Do you know?
No.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if I'm gonna guess for something like this, it probably only has like 6 or 5. Not a lot.
Nice.
But I've never heard of it at all. I knew there was comic books about Ben 10, but I never heard there was a manga. So yeah, I just saw this and was like, why not?
Nice.
So yeah, Ben 10, Doom Dimension manga.
By the way, how many did you bring? How many pickups did you bring? Like, if you're like ballparking it?
Ballparking it? If I spread some of the items out, I probably maybe have about 10-ish.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this next one just kind of all together. Because I think I spent the most this year at the convention. But I'm going to put these three together just so we can kind of be a little more even. I got 3 Resident Evil games. So I got Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil Revelations, and Resident Evil Origins. And I was super stoked because I've actually never played the original version of 4. I didn't have it growing up, and then first time I actually played Resident Evil 4 was the remake. So I hadn't played the original, but the first time ever I played the original was actually on VR.
Ooh.
So
VR.
I never played it on an actual console. So I'm only missing Resident Evil 5 and 6, and then I'll have all of them for PlayStation.
Nice.
So
you have Revelations 2 too?
Yeah, I got Revelations.
There's 2 of those. So is that both of them, or is that just the first one?
Oh, this is just the first one, so there is another one.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
okay, so I'm missing 3.
I have both of them for console, for Xbox.
Okay.
Because I'm missing, I think,
And then
4.
Origins.
I have that. I'm missing both copies of 4, so I don't have the original copy or the remake
Okay.
of that. I'm missing 5 and 6 as well, and I think I'm also missing 3, and then a couple
Okay.
more of the spin-offs, because I have both Revelations 1 and 2. Then I have Code Veronica for PlayStation 2, because I could never find it for Xbox. And then I have Origins 2, 7, 8, and a couple others.
Okay, so then yeah, I must be mistaken. There are a couple that I don't have, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to get all the Resident Evils. I believe you're up.
I am. Okay, let's see. Oh, I guess we're gonna whip into the games now.
All right.
That's pretty much next.
Oh, yay, Vita!
So yeah, if you don't know, I have a Vita system. So every time I go there, I always look and see if there's any Vita games. This is a series I've been trying to collect, whether it be digital or physical. Because some of the games I have digital, because sometimes I just want to play the game and I don't want to have to like wait.
Yeah, for sure.
But this one, I wanted to play it, but I've just never bought it. And then I saw it and it was pretty cheap.
What is it?
This is Hyper Devotion Noir, God's Blackheart. So this is a spin-off game from the Hyper Dimension series. This is you're focusing on Noir, who's one of the 4 goddesses.
Nice.
And then yeah, it's just kind of like you're like a male assistant to her. You just have to help her out and then dungeon crawl and all that. So yeah,
Nice.
but it's fun. Got that.
Nice. I'm gonna do this one next. This is a shout out to Manny's Arcade. He has been a really cool guy. He had a booth there, and we're buddies on Instagram. He follows Jump TV, and we follow him, and he's really supportive of our channel. We're very supportive of him and his stuff. But I picked this up from him. This is Anno 1800. It's kind of like a city sim. It's a little bit like Tropico, where you can like build basically a city from the ground up. It's really cool. I like it. I played it a little bit. It's very tedious, even on the easiest difficulty, so I didn't get very far in it. But I like history, and I really like city sims, so I was like, oh. And then he sold it to me for like $9, so I was like, thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Nice. Let's see here. Keep going with the video game trend. This is actually the game you recommended for me.
Yes, I'm so glad that you picked this up.
Metal Wolf Chaos XD. Seal the President of the United States.
So this is a mech shooter from Software, and it's very, very, very cheesy and very over the top. It does get kind of challenging, but it was what, $40? Yeah, $40. This game on Xbox is only in Japanese, and it's really expensive on the original Xbox. So they went ahead and did it in HD, but also in English. So I'm glad that you picked this up, because I'm like, dude, you're a mech fan and you don't have this. You need this.
I'm also a from Software mech fan.
Yes,
I love the Armored Core series.
Yes, I know.
Which you should get into that.
I can't do From Software. I can't do their games.
You should.
I'm gonna just blast through a couple because we didn't know actually how many each other had. So I'm gonna do just like a couple all at once, and I won't really talk about them very much. I picked up Call of Duty Vanguard at like the very end of the convention. I really only got it for the campaign and for the zombies mode. I did not get it for the multiplayer because I didn't really like this Call of Duty very much. But I did want to go through the campaign because I rarely trade my games in ever. But that game, the multiplayer was so bad. I wanted it out of my collection. But I was like, man, everyone said the campaign was so good. So I got it for $5. So I was like, oh, I'll go through the campaign. I also got for $5 Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which is a terrible game, but it was $5, so I figured why not. And then my my fiance and I were looking for a copy of Tony Hawk Underground. And this was actually, I didn't have the first one, I only had the second one. So this was the first game I found at the convention. This was my first pickup of the day. So very stoked to have a copy of Tony Hawk Underground because I had it when I was younger and I lost it and I didn't know where it went.
Nice.
Ooh, this is a good one.
So this one was just recommended to me.
Oh, by Jerry.
Yep. This is Trauma Center Second Opinion. It's made by Atlas, and I love Atlas because I love Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, all that. So yeah, you're apparently a doctor, and then you have magic doctor powers.
I don't know much about this series, but I do remember him saying that he kind of twisted your arm a little bit for you to buy this.
Yeah.
He was like, you need to buy this.
So which was this one? I think the out of the games I bought, 3 of them were recommended to me. 2 of them I bought because I wanted. This was one of them. But yeah, I haven't played it yet. I gotta dig out my Wii or find my Wii U, and then yeah, I'm gonna give it a test.
Yeah, it's only 1 player too. I thought these games were 2 player, but I'm not really familiar with Trauma Team either.
I think the second one is second 2 players.
Okay.
I would have to check because I know there's like 3 games. He bought the one he was missing there.
Yes, I know. He was stoked to find that.
Oh, I know. I was with him when he found it.
We found a lot of cool stuff at the convention. I spent kind of where I was aiming for. I actually didn't go over my limit, which was nice. My limit was like 500, so I didn't go over that. But I've been putting money aside for months for this convention, so I went a little ham on some of the games I've been looking for. 2 of them were Dark Alliance 1 and 2 for PS2. I feel real well. I don't feel bad because I have these in my collection now. These are like top-down, like dungeon crawler games, and they're 1 to 2 players. These 2 games are some of the most like fun you can have cooperatively. They're such good games to play. But the second one is normally like $40, $45. The first one's like $15, $20, but the second one is like where it's at. And I walked by a booth. And it was, you probably saw a bunch of these throughout the day where it was like, $5 each, $10 each, $20 each, but they were like stacks. Both of them were in the $10 each section and they were sealed.
Ooh.
I think he might have missed them, but I walked up and I'm like, I'll take these. And he was like, oh, okay. And he gave me the $20 price. So that was really cool of him to do. So sometimes game stores and other places can be a little shifty and like change the price on you. I actually had that happen once at this convention. I was buying something, one of these games I'm about to show. I can't remember which one. But the lady like whips out her phone and scans it and tries to like jack up the price on me. And I was like, I'll be paying the sticker price. So yeah, like that's not very ethical, people. If you have a sticker price, sell it for what it's listed as.
Yeah. If you wanted to charge it for more, you should either not put a sticker on it and put it in like behind the case, because that's what they usually do. They put it behind the case if it's one of those.
And then in the first part of this video when I showed the convention, there were Pokemon games there for like $3,000, like $500 each, $600, $3,000. I'm like, what in the heck? Pokemon is ridiculously expensive now.
It is. It's getting like the newer games are getting up there too, like Black and White. Even though they're not that old, they were like, what, 2000?
It's because they're branded with the name. Yeah. So, but anyways, I believe you're up.
Yes, so this is Trauma Center, New Blood.
This is another Trauma Center. This is the 2-player one. Oh, okay.
So I believe this is the second one. So yeah, it's the second one, Mine was a little twisted, but yeah, so this one has 2 players, and once again, you're doctor with magic doctor powers.
Nice.
Because that's how Atlas rolls. You can't be normal. You gotta have magic powers somehow.
Oh, yeah.
If it's not you're summoning some kind of demon to fight other people off, you need magic doctor powers that you got.
We're gonna have to go through these, because I've always been curious about the Trauma Center games, because I don't have any of them. Wii is not really a system I really collect for. I do and don't. Like, I have all the games I really want for Wii, but there are still like a couple where I'm like, maybe I'll try those out. Speaking of dungeon crawlers, I'll keep this going. I ended up picking up Gauntlet. This one is the 7 Sorrows. I don't know if this is the first one or the second one, but there were 2 for PS2. I thought I had the other one. I think it's called Dark Legacy. I'll put down here what it's called, but I think it's called Dark Legacy. 1 to 2 players. It's a dungeon crawler, kind of like Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance. But
United Heroes.
the Gauntlet game for PS4 is really fun, and that one's 4 players. And it's like dungeon crawlers are just sometimes you just need to get in there and just beat the tar out of stuff, and they're a lot of fun.
You know, sometimes you just want to go into a dungeon, throw them hands up, or throw your axe up and just beat. I think.
I have 7 more.
All right, so I think I got about 8 more.
Okay, cool, awesome, sweet, yay!
All right,
We mathed correctly.
we did math. All right, so this was the first game I picked up there. This
your
was,
holy grail item that you were looking for,
This was on the bucket list game.
and it was the first one.
The first one, and it was
Thank you.
thank you. It was my good friend who found it, and it was only $30. So
Yeah. And why don't you show these lovely people what it is?
Spawn Armageddon.
Nice.
Yep. So the countdown to Armageddon has begun. This was like one of the few games I went in and I was like, I'm going to pick this game up no matter what.
You know I didn't see this any other time this entire day.
I know.
Both days. I only saw it the one time. And it's complete with the book. But yeah, right when we walked in, when I started filming, I stopped filming and I started looking at some booths and I saw it on a stack and I was like, Brandon!
So yeah, I've been looking for this game. I've seen it at all the other conventions, but yeah, it was true that this year, this was the only copy I found in any booth.
Me too. I looked too. I looked around it.
Because like last year, I think I saw like 4 copies.
You just didn't get it.
Yeah, and I didn't pick it up because I only saw them at the end. And I was like, man, I've already spent enough money.
Well, speaking of games I've been looking for a long time, I'm going to show one of the main ones at the end, but there were 2, actually 3. Well, 2 games in particular I have been looking for a very, very, very long time. One of them is substantially cheaper on Xbox for some reason, but I don't have it. I've always wanted a physical copy of this. That is Alice Madness Returns. I got it for $45, which wasn't bad. It's an M-rated Alice in Wonderland game.
I remember when that game came out. I always saw like trailers for it, and I always used to see it all the time in GameStop. I never got it myself because.
So it's actually a remake of an old PC game just called Alice, and I never played the original, but I actually played this game on Game Pass pretty recently, actually, because. When I got it, when I had PS3, back in I still have my PS3, but when PS3 was like, the main console, I never picked this up. One, because I don't want to say it didn't appeal to me. It did, but I was busy playing other games, and then once PS4 came out and PS5, I was like, oh man, I'm never going to find it again. But I found it at a booth. I'm really stoked to have it. And yeah, Alice Madness Returns. If you do have Game Pass, you can play it on Game Pass digitally, but this game is great. If you're an Alice in Wonderland fan like me, it's really good.
Well,
You gonna show your bag too at the very end?
Yeah. That'll probably be the last item because now I think I'm done with games. And I think it's
You're done with games, huh? Wow. What you gonna pull out now? Books?
No,
Make me look bad?
I didn't get any books this time. I only got the 1 book. Don't worry.
You did get the games you really wanted though, and I'm super stoked that you did.
So I think now it's just time for signatures.
Nice. All right, what you got?
So I'll do these as this. So this.
Oh, you got the Ink Demon guy. What was his name?
It's right there.
Sean Kristen.
Yeah. So he's the voice of the Ink Demon
Nice.
from Bendy and the Dark Revival. So let me get a little closer so they can
I got
see
you.
that.
I got you. That's a sick signature, dude.
And the poster. Look at that.
Oh, I know. It's really, really awesome.
So yeah, I got him.
Look at that gorgeous guy right there. He was a really nice guy too.
Oh, he was.
He was very nice.
Dude, all of them were.
I know. The whole Bendy crew that was right there was super, super nice.
Right here. I'll send you them later, but I'll show you the photos and the video that he.
Yeah, we'll put them kind of like maybe here, or we'll show them later or something. I'm gonna show this one. I usually save like the big items for last, but the reason why I'm gonna show this is because it was super cheap. This is Toki, and honestly, I've never really heard of this game. I was like, a collector's edition for $25. Apparently, it's like a side-scroller, like shooter platformer, and I was really excited to like see this. So I'm gonna open this because I actually haven't even opened it yet. So it comes with the game, which is right here. It's for Switch. It comes with a wooden arcade assembly
for the
thing.
Switch.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So you can stick it there and you can actually put your Switch inside of here. I don't know if I'm ever going to really open that because then I can't really fit it back in the box. I mean, I could, but it comes with a comic, some stickers, some graphics from the game, and then yeah, that's about it. Oh, and a poster. Oh no, this is the comic, my bad. But I was super stoked to get this because I really love platformers, and I thought that this looked really hilarious, and it was sitting right at the front of one of the booths for $25. I'm like, okay.
For a collector's edition?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, even if the game is not very good, the box is really cool, and I'll have it in the collection forever. But I really like Tiki, Monkey Island, tropical kind of stuff. So I thought this was pretty cool. So I'm gonna check that one out.
I think I'll do these two. I'll do these 3 signatures. Well, 2 signatures. So this.
I'll hold them up for you. More bendy.
Yeah. So these are the last of the bendy. So this is from Audrey, voice actress.
Nice.
And then this one is from Joey Drew's voice actor.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
He's the greatest character in the game, Joey Drew, Mr. Joey Drew.
That is really cool.
So yeah, but yeah, no. Once again, I have a bunch of photos and videos from them. We'll show those at the end somehow. They'll appear magically at the end of the video.
So I don't know if you've actually played this franchise. I don't know if I've ever asked you, but I did pick up the original Mafia.
I've only played the third one.
The third one's good. A lot of people don't like the third one. I really like it. I like it a lot. My favorite's still the second one. This is the original, the first one. A lot of people played the remake that came out for Xbox and PS4. The remake is phenomenal. The remake is amazing, but I didn't have a copy of the original, so I was like, I'm gonna pick this up. And I believe, I only paid $10 for it. So, and it has everything. So, I didn't play this back in the day because the first one I actually played was Mafia 2. And I was like, well, where can I get the first one? And it was a PS2 game. I was like, oh, well, I missed it, but I found it. And I haven't really actually found this game a lot when we go out game hunting. So I was like, I'll just pick this up.
That's true. You always find the second one a lot.
Second one and the third one.
Oh, because the third one is pretty new.
Yeah, and the third one's usually really cheap.
Which I like. I never beat the third one.
How many more things you got?
3.
3?
I got 3.
I have 4, so that'll actually work out nice.
Sweet.
This is going to be one of our shorter pickup videos as of late.
So another signature.
Oh, this is cool. I'm really glad you did
Lex
this.
Lang, Neocortex.
That's cool.
I know.
I was
Let's rule the
debating.
world together. Well, mostly me.
I was debating on having him sign something for me. I should have brought my copy of Crash Bandicoot.
But yeah, I'm very sad I didn't get to meet Crash himself. Crash was there.
But you didn't go say hi to him?
I said hi to him, but I wasn't able to get a signature because I think day 1, I think he left right when I was about to. So then we left, and then we came back, and I don't think we went back over there. And then day 2, I think he was somewhere else, and then he was coming into the convention as we were leaving.
He was taking a break probably.
Yeah, so I was like, maybe I'll get him one day.
I got a few signatures, but I didn't actually grab them, but because they're put away right now. But I got from Pete Capella and from Jason Griffith. Jason Griffith signed one of my Sonic collectible items, and I'm super stoked because Jason Griffith's such a cool guy, and Pete Capella is we need to protect that man at all costs. He's the voice actor who plays Silver, and he's such a good guy. He signed a limited edition print of Silver for me, and I was super stoked because that's going right up in my game room, framed. And then he actually signed something for my students, just because he didn't even charge me for it, which was really nice of him. And then I did get John St. John, Duke Nukem, to sign something for my class.
Dude, his belt was so badass.
His belt, his little radioactive belt buckle, yeah. And then I got John Eric Bentley, who was Barrett from Final Fantasy, and he signed something for me too. So those guys were really nice. One of the more expensive games that I picked up was Trapped on PS2. This is a survival horror-ish game. I don't know much about it other than the fact that this game is kind of pricey. This game was $80. So this was one of the more expensive games of the trip. But I love survival horror. And Alex has been talking about this game forever, that he wants to go through it, and he never got the chance to. So we found it, ended up picking it up, and I don't believe in keeping games sealed unless I already have it like digitally, and there's no point in opening it. Like if I find a game like for cheap at like Five Below, because I've done that before, like some of the Tom Clancy games, I'll keep it sealed just because I have it on Game Pass. But on the off chance it ever leaves, I can just open it up and play it.
Or they do that stupid thing where they take it away.
I agree. This was sealed. Not anymore. So I did open it because I do intend to play it, just like all my games. I only have 3 left.
So I have 2.
Oh, this was cool.
So I met the voice actors for one of the voice actors is for Betty Boop,
and her normal speaking voice is Betty Boop.
Yeah.
Like you can hear her from across the signature thing. I was like, oh my god, that's definitely her.
That's Betty Boop.
She was this is for your grandma, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. My grandma's a big fan of Betty Boop. I got pictures. And then I got her this.
That's cool.
So yeah, Betty Boop.
You got what, 2 more you said?
One more. That was the second one.
Okay, so I'm gonna show these 2 just together. So I got Maximo, Army of Zin, or versus Army of Zin. This is the second Maximo game. I've been looking for this for a while. Third person kind of platformy, like hack and slash game, really, really fun. And then my other one is, I've been looking for this for a while. This is Fatal Fury, The Battle Archives Volume 2, because I've had Volume 1 forever, and I've been looking for Volume 2. Finally found it, and I was super excited to get this, because I'm not really a huge fan of fighting games, but I did really like Fatal Fury, because at my arcade when I was a kid, there was a place called Nickel Nickel, and there actually is still one over in Garden Grove. There was one in Lake Forest when I was a kid. I used to go there with my cousin, and they had a Fatal Fury machine there, and we would always play King of Fighters and Fatal Fury. So I was like super stoked about that. Yeah, I got one more.
All right.
The bag that everything came in.
Cool. The bag and what came in it. So this is a bag from a gaming company. I got this for playing one of their games that I actually own called Spellbinders. This is not Spellbinders. This is
Salatria.
This is the other game. Though there are some pins from Spellbinders. These are 2 of them on. That's the boss that me and Alex beat to get these bags.
That's cool.
Fuck these guys.
They look like Creature of the Black Lagoon.
They're water creatures. So some of the areas there's be like a big puddle of water, and they will pop up. They are the world's most annoying things. They pop up, they'll shoot you, and then they'll dive back down.
Oh, cheap stuff.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait for them to pop back up. So whenever I see, like, you can tell when they're gonna pop up because the water will start like rippling. I just shit them and I just start spamming the shoot.
You just start spamming the shoot button.
And then the last thing is the actual pass for this year.
Yes.
Which is, it was Tetris themed, so, got that. And then, that's it for me. That's everything.
Nice. Well, the last item, I don't want to consider this a holy grail item, but I've been looking for it since I have been really, like, actively collecting.
It's a bucket list item.
Bucket list item. There is a remake of this game coming out that I actually did not know about until the convention. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been looking so eagerly for it. However, I am stoked to have it in the collection. I'm probably going to get some judgment for this, but it's okay, because a lot of people know how rare this game is now, and that's Lollipop Chainsaw. So I was very excited to get this game. This was, just like your Spawn, this was the game I was looking for at the convention. I only found 2 of them. I found this one. They had 2 copies of it, but then at another booth, I found another one. I got this for $80, so it was a little pricey, but I had to leave with it. I was like, I have to do it. I have to get it.
You know what achievement you have to earn now, right?
What?
There's an achievement you have to earn.
What is that?
You have to pick up her skirt.
Oh.
There's an achievement for that.
But there is a remake of this game coming out, but I was super stoked to get this. It's not sealed. It does have the book, which was cool, but the one that was sealed, the guy wanted $300 for it, and I was like, I'm gonna go with the $80 one. So that was it. That was part 2. That was everything we picked up at the Expo. We really hope that you guys liked what you saw. If you were there, let us know in the comments how much fun you had. Huh?
Apparently Logan Paul was
He was there before the first day. He was there for the preliminary Tetris tournament. Yeah, so Logan Paul was there, which was okay. Logan Paul was there. Cool. But yeah, let us know in the comments if you were there, kind of the things you picked up, kind of what you were excited to see there. But overall, the trip was really fun. In the previous video to this one, I documented most of the trip, kind of where we stayed, the things we did, the things we saw. And it was a lot of fun.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a great time. I'm really excited for year 4 for us. This isn't year 4 of the convention, but this is going to be year 4 for us. Because if it's at that site again, it's huge. It's massive. It's so cool. And it's really awesome to be around like-minded people. Because I was talking to random people about like just looking through games, and they're like, "Oh, that's a sick game," and I'm like, "Yeah, like you too," like kind of thing. It's really cool. It's
just cool to see all the people that were just
Yeah.
getting together.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't buy anything, like talk to people at the booth, it was pretty cool.
Oh, I know. Everyone at the booths were like super cool, and I can't wait to see like what voice actors they get for next year. So, anyways, as always, we would really appreciate it. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, check it out, give us a like button. That does really help us out. And
tell people about it. Spread the word.
Spread it like. Well, I was gonna say like. Never mind. Anyways, we will see you guys next time in the next video.